needs a green card when you can have a red card? 98 KUPD.
Time now for Brady to give you all the news that only Brady knows. We call this the Brady Report. Brady, report it as
Good Friday morning to you, Phoenix. Hello, world.
Sail into our 3-day weekend with your news.
We've made it!
Hi, Brady.
According to this survey about Labor Day, 39% of businesses will make at least some of their employees work on Labor Day this year. Sure. 63% of large companies will do the same, compared to 29% of small businesses.
Stuff's got to stay open for Labor Day. It's a big weekend for a lot of places. Everybody's off. We're eating, we're shopping, we're running around. Of course some people are going to have to work.
57-year-old Jim Dunbar of Farfur, Scotland, was just diagnosed with chronic lateness syndrome.
Oh, no. This is a thing?
It probably doesn't exist, but according to his doctor, if you look on the DSM-5, which is a manual of psychiatric disorders, Jim's doctor apparently made this one up.
He's Dr. Leo Spacemin from 30 Rock.
His doctor says it comes from the same part of the brain that ADHD does. The condition...
I agree with him.
He can't focus on how long things are going to take, so he's always late, whether he's going to work or meeting friends or whatever. And Jim says he has lost his fair share of jobs because of his tardiness.
Well, right.
Friendships and relatives always angry at him.
It's not a disorder when you know it.
Chronic lateness syndrome. And there's Jim Dunbar.
He's retarded. The problem is he's mentally challenged. Look at him. He looks like a bad drawing of Brady and I morphed. Come on. This guy...
I'm late
again. It's because I'm sick in the head. Sorry, folks. I've got chronic lateness syndrome. Oh, chronic lateness syndrome has an easy cure. Tell him an hour earlier than you want him to be there.
I love that he's posing with a clock.
With a clock. Yeah. Look, I don't understand this thing here. This is baffling. And I've been talking to you. I've missed 2 meetings. Son of a bitch. I just don't understand how you can... Chronic lateness is an easy cure. I've got chronic lateness. I have to plan to be places 1 hour ahead of when I'm supposed to actually be there. So if you then you'll be late for your time. You just set a different time. Early for someone else, late for you. Like if I told you...
But now that he's got that condition, it buys him...
Go an hour after everybody.
Oh, he's got a condition.
But if I told you, Brady, I know you've got chronic lateness syndrome. We're having a party at 10, and you're like, ooh, I've got chronic lateness syndrome. I better say that party's at 9.
Yep.
Because Megan's sister has chronic lateness syndrome. She never ever plans to be there half hour earlier. It's great. I kind of used to have it. This job.
I had a guy that would show up late constantly, and his business is something that is so precise on time. It's like anything outside of it. I don't know how he keeps his job.
Chronic lateness syndrome.
This one's for realsies.
It's like that shift work disorder. Are you sleepy because you work all night? Yeah. When everyone else is up and hustling and bustling, do you feel tired? I do. It's because I work from 11 until 8 in the morning. You have chronic worker shift disorder.
Anooptophobia.
Anooptophobia.
A noop.
Noop. You're afraid of nuptials. You're afraid of weddings.
Good one. Good one.
Thank you. Okay, go ahead.
A fear of being single forever.
Wow, I nailed that one. That's a win. I mean, that's a win. Hit the buzzer. Anooptophobia. That's the opposite of... It's the people who get marriage fever. The ones who put all their eggs in a basket and say, this is it. I've met a girl. And I'm going to marry her soon.
There's a lot of people like that.
Larry.
There's a lot of girls like that, too.
Oh, they're mostly girls.
Yeah.
But Larry.
It's Larry and a bunch of girls.
Do you think he has anooptophobia?
I would say if I was to diagnose him, he has chronic lateness syndrome and anooptophobia. Double
restless
whammy.
Leg.
Yeah, he's called the restless leg.
His legs are dancing.
I still go back to restless leg syndrome being completely fake because when Megan's mom said it was hereditary, I had to remind her she was adopted. My mother had it, and it is... Oh, you were adopted, Mary. Oh, that's right. Damn it. I lose this one. But evidently, her husband, Mark, can confirm it's restless leg syndrome. I'm like, Mark, all it is her kicking you out of bed. She doesn't want you in there with her.
My grandma swears she has it. I don't know. Like, she's taking pills for it.
Just to calm, just settle down. Yeah, it's called I can't get comfortable and I'm a big fat baby syndrome.
I was thinking maybe, are you drinking a lot of caffeine? She doesn't even drink caffeine. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there.
I think it's funny. I almost hope I get it someday. Ooh, I'm dancing. Look at me. I can't control it.
Well, she says it like it
dancing.
hurts. It's so bad it hurts. Like
Well.
at night and everything.
Because they can't get comfortable. So it's a discomfort. So that's why their legs go crazy. Ow!
That will be karma for you. Though.
I'll take it. I think it would be great. Look at me!
You have the worst case ever.
I'm dancing! Every time I lay down for bed, I start dancing!
It's like the Elvis shake.
See, I would think it's
Your
real.
knees are just banging into each other.
I would think it's real. I would give it all the credibility in the world is when you're relaxed at work. If you all of a sudden just started, oh no, there they go. But it only happens when you're sleeping or it's garbage. It's a garbage disease.
The next time you get up to go get a soda.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Like if it was a real thing, it would afflict people when they were awake too. If it was like a disorder, like, oh, geez, here we go. I got to sit down for a second. There go those legs. They're restless. I got to corral them. They're like little puppies.
I don't know, John. You're no doctor.
That'll be a thing.
I am no doctor. But you know what I'm discovering as I get older? Most doctors shouldn't be. They're wrong almost
Yeah, you have
all
a
the
point
damn
there.
time.
21-year-old Ania Lisiewski of Warsaw, Poland. She says her goal is to travel the world and have sex with at least 10,000 men.
What'd she look like?
She wants
I saw a picture of her
she
yesterday.
wants it
Very
to
average.
little last
chubby,
at least
not
20
too bad.
minutes each guy.
Whoa. She wants real
She wants
sex.
love. That's love.
Yeah, she wants a marriage.
She's already
Get a
knocked out.
Gatorade table with that? I don't.
20 minutes.
That seems like that's some whole episode of Charles in Charge I could sit through.
She's
Watch
already
the reruns.
knocked out 284 men. And she has a serious boyfriend.
So if it's like 18 minutes,
And he's not real happy about it, but it's okay.
does it count?
But he's sticking around.
If it's like 18 minutes, does it go on her docket?
Well, her goal, she says 20 minutes makes her plan a little far-fetched, like we were saying, but 20 minutes per session would take her 3 years and 10 months of non-stop sex
Yeah,
without
she's gotta
taking a break
hold
or
it down
stopping
a
to
bit.
sleep.
Give it like 11 minutes. I can do that.
And, sorry, I left out a zero. I thought it was 10,000 when I saw it. It's
Oh,
100,000.
man, she's got a long time ago.
It's 1,100,000.
It's 10,100,000.
It's 1100,000. There were people who actually defended when Brady said 1100,000.
You know what that means?
You know, it's just 1.1 million. I know, and he was trying to say 110,000, so it's even worse. It's even. I mean, think of the disparity if he was building a nuclear bomb and put that down.
What do we call those people? They're like the Brady Nation.
Yeah, the Brady Nation.
They rise up whenever.
Other retards.
You would have been you'd have been out some dough. You'd have been a little
Yeah.
underestimating the
you'd have-
project there.
You shot a little low. Well, here's your 1.1 million. What? Well, you said 1100,000. Sounds like it should be something, but
I
it's
hired
not.
Brady to be the contractor on my new building. Man, his estimates are.
But I just wanted to
all
fight
over
back
the
on
place.
Facebook. You know, 1100,000 is so just 1.1 million. Like, yeah, but why? Then why don't we say, well, it's 20,000, 20,000, 20,000s for like $1 trillion in debt? We have names for those things. We've made it
Google.
easier. So it's 10, 20,000s, thousands of 20s. What is that? It's a couple 100,000. We have words for that.
You better figure it out because you got to pay Brady for his mohawk here pretty
Yes,
soon.
I do.
So you better get these
Hey,
numbers
20.
accurate.
He's already
1,000
starting to kind of
Google
fade on
1,000.
letting that thing last any longer.
He's trimmed it.
That wife of his hates it.
Keep it up, Brady. I think you look good.
I heard a guy say, what's in
Give
the
it,
back of
Brady.
that dude's head at the Windsor the other night? People think it's an affliction.
I had a
think-
guy,
Yeah,
another guy,
Mohawkinitis.
No, it isn't. It just, all
another
they
guy
see is
approached
that
at the Windsor.
thing.
He was saying,
Who?
looks good. The dude in the
After you told
Oh,
him.
The
Jesse?
band.
Jesse's so high he can't even see you.
I am impressed. He doesn't even wear hats or anything to
No,
cover
he
it up.
should. We should wear at least he should at least wear
impressive.
one of those medical patches over the back thing. It looks like a front stoma when people get
Not a tumor.
the tracheotomies. It's on the back of his head now.
Don't be jealous. You're going to have to pay him.
I don't have to pay him anything.
That is a mohawk.
There's still that big patch in the back. that
Pay
doesn't
the
show
man.
up.
Pay him.
Drew,
Pay him.
Drew took a picture of him the other day, and he looked like Quisp from Quisp and Quake. He's got this little sprout of hair in the front.
A 55-year-old woman named Sharon B. in Hartford, Connecticut, posted an ad on Craigslist. Sharon is dying of pancreatic cancer. She's been having an affair for the past 5 years. So her ad isn't looking for a woman to take her place. To be with her husband once she's gone. She wants a woman to be with the guy from the affair.
Wait a minute. Say again?
She's has pancreatic cancer.
Right.
She's having an affair. It's been going on for 5 years.
Right. Oh, she's trying to
Ad,
replace
she
that?
wants to replace the booty for the affair guy, not her husband. She's saying, I'll stick with my husband.
But this guy still
I need
needs the
someone to
services.
fill my labs for the affair guy.
She
She's
feels
just-
bad for him?
Well, she's
or-
too sick to get over there, and she's been kind of giving him the goods for a long time. So she's, getting all her ducks in a row before her pancreas blows up. That's nice. What a nice
she
lady.
says he's kind, supportive, funny, very attentive to my sexual needs. This relationship was outside my marriage. He has no idea I'm posting this.
So she's going to
He'll
bring
put the two and two together.
she's going to bring her disease back over to him with a new lady who was very generous with her time to become the new mistress. That's nice.
On Wednesday morning, 20-year-old Emily Craig and her boyfriend, Sean Bowden, were at Home Depot in North Charleston, South Carolina. They decided to get it on, even though it was 8:40 in the morning, and the Home Depots aren't. For some, they're
Some are
probably
open,
a
really, like
erotic
5
spot,
o'clock,
too.
right.
Let's get it on at the depot.
Yeah, nothing better than a bunch of day laborers watching you get it going.
They found a tough shed to get it on.
Oh, yeah.
The display one in the store.
Oh, inside?
Yeah, oh yeah.
That is exciting.
Unfortunately, an employee noticed the shed was a rockin'.
He knocking? He went to knocking? Can't do that. That's the rules.
Found them, the cops got there and they opened the door. They're Emily and Sean, bottomless. And junk was exposed.
I thought you meant like the tough sheds they expose on the parking lot sometimes. You can get away with that.
Emily's dad had a heart attack.
Oh. Let me get this straight. My sweet little angel was having sex with a Negro in a tough shed at the Home Depot.
Oh, nightmare.
Okay.
South Carolina.
Officer, can I borrow your handgun? I'm going to kill myself. South Carolina.
But I love him.
You don't understand. He treats me right. If he'd have treated you right, he'd at least bedded you down in the back of his car.
Well, look who's coming for dinner.
But he probably doesn't have a car.
As a father of a daughter right now, I sometimes think of Danny banging that girl in that
Yeah, that Porta-John.
Porta-John. I'm like,
She went home and kissed.
she has a father.
She went home and kissed her dad with those lips.
How was the concert?
How was the show I gave you an extra $20 to have fun at?
I had sex in a porta-john. Sweet dreams.
Oh, her lips were all gooey and curmy. Honey, does our daughter smell a little curmy?
Worst
No,
phrase
she smells
ever.
like a porta-john.
She smells like that blue stuff.
I think she smells fresh.
On Tuesday night, some people...
No dad would ever said, "Who is this go-getter that nailed my daughter in the porta-john? I want to meet this
How'd
kid."
you guys meet?
Met her at a concert. Stuck my willy in the place where she pees. A porta-john.
It was a supersized one, though.
Oh, God. Nightmares.
Hello, Danny.
I can't wait. I cannot wait for that day for you.
Oh.
How you doing, Mr. Arcano? Is that a tattoo on your face? Yeah. I got it in the joint.
What are those?
Daddy, look at me, I'm twerking.
That 3 teardrops you got tattooed there?
Yeah, 2 of them was real. One guy survived that. Take your daughter out to the Olive Garden,
She likes the Olive Garden.
then to a tush shed. Are you limping? Yeah. Got shot in the knee.
Oh, God.
I'm limping because I got 3 legs. You want to see it? Because one of your family members is gonna.
I was wondering, Miss Nook, you got $20.
Daddy loves you.
Is there a way to make her be into nerds somehow? I don't know. I have to force that.
Gotta be careful. Nerds have huge cranks.
That's all right. I'd rather be into nerds.
But see,
Chinaman. That's what you need to get her interested in.
Nerds will put her all over the internet.
Yeah, that's true, too. You got that. The revenge. You get a Chinaman.
All
get her,
over.
You should start watching some shows and go, God, I wish I was Chinese. Those guys are just dashing as can be. Just train her, indoctrinate her at age 3 on to
Okay.
think that Japanese and Chinese are just the best-looking dudes in the world. And
Very
then
subservient.
your little daughter will never feel the punishment of huge crank. But don't let her watch any football.
Oh, that could be a mistake. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's into sports.
Yep.
Ah, crap.
She sees that.
That's a catch-22, though.
You'll
man.
turn her, don't
Shanko.
worry.
Yeah, what am I going to do?
Ooh,
You're
got a decision
you're
to
so
make.
passionate about it, it'll turn her off.
You think?
Actually, yeah. Especially if you start throwing stuff at it and like, ah,
You know, I just thought of that. If the in-laws like you, that's basically them saying, he has a small dick. Yeah.
That's a
There's
leap.
no way an in-law would like you if they thought you were hung. I think that's why white
Yeah, that's
dads have
what
hated
goes through
black
their
guys for
mind.
so many years. It should be.
for years they're
should be.
concerned
It's
about
not about
that.
your color. It's about the
Yeah,
size
it's
of
about
your...
the size of your wang, what you're doing to my daughter. Yeah, sweet little angel.
Now,
Laying
what
there,
if they,
laying
what
there
if
with
they
her.
like the daughter? The in-laws like the daughter because she's got.
I think it's different.
She's
It's
gaping.
totally different for girls. No, totally different for girls.
We've watched enough porn in our time.
Yes, you know what's happening to that poor little girl, and she's got a father, and those eyes are like, gah! It's that fine line of pleasure and horrible pain that we love to watch so much online. Because we can't provide that for anyone in real life.
It's fantasy.
It is fantasy. That's why, man, I'd like to make a girl make that face someday. But I don't know no Louisville Slugger.
On Tuesday night, some people were walking past the CVS in Mary Esther, Florida. They saw a man and a woman passed out in a truck. It was still running. They were worried, so they called the police. Cops got there, found 40-year-old Colin Kalin and Allison Irwin. They weren't dead or poisoned, just asleep. Turns out they were tuckered out from a long day of cooking cheap meth in the truck.
How do you do it in a truck? You're going to burn yourself up.
The cops saw all the elements of a portable meth lab in the truck.
Dimetapp, propane,
RV.
what else? Alcohol.
So they were arrested for manufacturing meth, trafficking meth, possession.
That's risky in a tiny little truck.
Had to take a little nappy pappy.
Yeah, they look stable. That guy's got that reverse mohawk. He's got the opposite of what you're growing. I don't know what that is. Like a 2-lane highway.
A man dressed in a cow onesie. Figuring it's a Holstein onesie. This happened in New Zealand. He walked into the grocery store and started stealing steaks. Police confirmed
Irony.
he was dressed in that onesie and entered the store with 2 other people. Stole a porterhouse steak from the meat section. Then the 3 of them left in a red car. They were unable to catch the registration. The witnesses saw the cow come in. It was a drive-by staking, I guess.
Calvin got some of his relatives back.
Could have an argument there.
Yeah? Well, if he was a real cow.
Yeah. This guy in Washington, Bellingham, Washington, David Wayne Jordan, tried to get some weed to his incarcerated friends. He attached the bag of weed to an arrow and had to shoot it through a window on the 2nd floor. Thum.
Message for you, sir.
He needed a little practice because he missed and the arrow landed on the roof. One of the employees happened to see it. He was arrested a short time later when the cops went to his house, and the bow was still sitting in his car.
Oh.
The best part is he claims he was actually hunting a squirrel.
Best place to hunt.
He ran away from his own arrow. If you're a bow hunter, do you go get your arrows that miss? They're expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
would
do.
think so.
Yeah, you got to go get them,
But
right?
they got to be messed up, though, after.
And the
Well, if they
arrow,
hit
he,
anything, yeah.
the
Oh,
they
arrow he
missed,
shot
yeah.
had enough for about 2 joints.
Oh, no kidding. Man, he's watched too many Monty Python.
Yeah.
I know what I can do, dude.
Watch this.
I've got a Wild America real quick.
Give it to me.
Hello, my friends. I'm Brady Bogan, and this is your Wild America. In Kentucky, this is the first time in 150 years this guy, James Troyer, spotted what he thought was a gray wolf. I think that is. Boom!
He killed it?
Shot it to confirm.
sure.
Yep, it is. Sure enough. Gray wolf.
Last
Been
month.
150 years.
Since anyone's seen one?
Yeah, and in Kentucky.
Oh. Where are
So
they?
they're making the population must be
Growing
increasing,
into Kentucky?
yeah, and so they're able to, I don't think they reintroduced them by any means, so they're coming down through Michigan.
Down the turnpike?
They're usually, they like the
If you're off into Kentucky.
71,
Take 71 from
71 South,
down
maybe.
through Toledo, hit Cincinnati, and then roll in.
Sure enough,
Yep.
there it is.
Holy cow, this guy's all proud of it.
Yeah.
Holding it up. Oh, that's awful. It looks like a German Shepherd. You can't hold that's the worst thing I've ever seen. That's terrifying. This guy's holding his dog up by the hind legs over his head. Just looks like a dog. I killed
I
this
like
here.
it. Yeah, I was like, wow, this thing is big. It looked like a wolf, but who's going to believe me? I got to shoot this thing.
Look like a what?
A wolf.
Got it second time. Absolutely love that. It's adorable.
Well, no, I should have said
Wolf.
wolf.
Why?
Kentucky.
Yeah, that's true. You
I was
did.
in character.
I
And
see.
did.
I was very convinced.
Thank you.
You
Here's
were.
Drew Haybatter.
I'm Brady Bogan, and that's your Wild America.
Drew Haybatter never said wolf.
No, that's right. No, because he was from another place. You know, Drew Haybatter was from, I think it was Des Moines.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think Drew grew up in Des Moines. His parents,
He had a whole backstory? I didn't know
yeah,
this.
his parents were Donnie and Ella Mae Haybatter. And they
Was this like written down
Oh,
somewhere?
yeah, it's a
Only
full
child?
backstory. Yeah, no, he had a brother who passed away in a motorcycle accident at age 17, and
4-H champion.
yeah, he raised pigs. He had a ton of ribbons. Drew Haybatter.
Is this like in the media guide? They
Brady's
put this?
backstory was, Drew Haybatter's backstory was thorough.
300-page.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Had a wife named Trisha.
Do they do that to all their mascots, like Baxter?
Nope,
Does he
just
have
Brady,
Nope.
who's that thorough.
that luchador? Does
And
he?
occasionally he would add R's to words, like Warsh. Or
Oh, he's from Iowa.
Young shaver.
Bornded. He was bornded in 1825.
You've been to Vegas a couple of times.
Heard of it.
Did you ever run into Zenli Yigon?
Yeah, of course I have.
He
See,
was,
these those
he
moments.
was a big
right?
fan of the Venetian. He was a high roller.
Do you have a camera around his
The
neck?
Of course.
Las Vegas Sands Casino just has to pay a $47.4 million
Did you say
fine.
the Sands Casino?
Yeah, they own the Venetian.
The Sands is the ownership of that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the ownership group.
Yeah.
All right, I was like,
They
wait a
torn the
minute.
Sands down, but they own a couple of places.
Okay.
$47 million to this dude?
Yep. They're paying to the U.S. Attorney's Office after failing to report multi-million-dollar transactions of a gambler linked to drug trafficking.
Whoops.
This Chinese-Mexican businessman,
Oh.
Zenli Yigon, lost more than $125 million at a couple of casinos in a 3-year period. Damn. He was rolling some cabbage.
Yeah,
He
that's a great phrase.
$84 million at the Venetian.
Man.
What's he do for a living?
His losses
He's just a
included
businessman.
$36.5 million
I want to be
in
a
credit
businessman.
at the casino. They advanced him. He also, where they got in trouble is he made some deposits using the casino.
Oh.
So he was moving some money, and anytime a casino gets a big,
Deposit
a
like
large
that,
amount,
report
they
it.
have to report it.
Anything
Well,
over 10
they
grand.
didn't do it until after the fact, a little late. Said in April 2007 they did a little transaction. The guy was throwing down some serious money, and then he was arrested. They raided his house in Mexico, and they seized $207 million in U.S. currency.
To me, I don't know why. It's just an odd combination of a Chinese guy going to Mexico. And I know
There's something wrong.
It's for
Something's
drugs. Yeah,
going
something.
on there.
Yeah, there's just nothing's on the up and up. If you're that close to the United States and you're trying to better your life or whatever,
You've got $207 million
you wouldn't go
sitting
to
around.
Mexico. There's like so many better places on earth. So you are definitely corrupt. Anytime a Chinaman buys a ticket to land in Mexico City, I'm suspect. I'm like,
You're saying immigration should know right away.
right off the bat, no Chinaman in my brain,
We got
at least
one.
I can't wrap my brain around it, would pick Mexico as a stop to live. Maybe visit as they take a look at North America.
Have you
and
been
stuff.
to Mexico City, John? No.
There's a reason, though, because I see all the people that... Well, maybe it is. It's the closest thing to China because the air quality's so bad you can't go outside in the daytime without, like, a gas mask. So it is Beijing Junior.
Eric, the Las Vegas Sands Corp owns Venetian, Palazzo, and Vegas, as well as the...
Plaza.
Palazzo. It's up the road where the old Sands used to be.
Oh. I don't think I've ever been
The
there.
Venetian in
Nice.
Macau
A couple of great
Island, which
steak
is that
places.
giant one. Singapore.
It's huge. And why doesn't he go there?
I think he probably has, but
They got the boot.
they're not.
Well, we'll never find him with this picture. We'll arrest every Chinaman ever. This is a picture of General Chinese Man.
Yeah. It's like
Every-
a bad guy from a Bond movie.
Yep. And all of his henchmen. He looks like all of them.
He's got the button. It's buttoned all the way up to his
Multiply that by
chin,
2
basically.
billion, and that's them. Wow. Well, there you go. Nicely done. And if you're into Vegas for a couple $100 million, and you buy a
Report
ticket
it.
to Mexico,
Report it.
report it. Just, yeah, that's all we're asking. Chinaman in Mexico. Maybe that's my... is that being a Zionist, I guess, to think that if you're that close to America, that there's no
he
point
owned
being
the
in
largest chain restaurant, Chinese Mexican restaurant, in
Mexico? Is that right?
yeah, Spick and Chan's.
Yeah, that's right. I knew that was coming. Thank you.
There are nice places outside of the U.S., John.
I know, but I don't want to admit that they're in Mexico. Like, I know that there are plenty of nice
I've
places.
seen some shows about Mexico City. It looks kind of
Sure,
cool.
sure.
Yeah, McDonald's.
What?
Right.
You've never seen anything nice about Mexico City.
Mexico City?
Yeah.
Mexico
Oh,
City
there's,
has some
there's
good
some
stuff.
nice spots in there.
They did some food like it was on the Food Network.
Yeah, there's
actually.
some
Brady's
beautiful
thing.
They didn't do
spots.
the
what
after
I'm
story
saying.
on that one, did they?
Yeah,
It's a
when those people were all
gigantic
murdered.
city. You're gonna-
right, and you
Yeah,
can't
it's
breathe.
huge.
And it's in a big canyon, and I get that it's a visit.
It's a major
you go
metropolitan area.
Visit it,
Yeah.
but you wouldn't want to just uproot your life and
You don't
live
want
in
to wander
Mexico
in,
City.
in certain areas in
Right.
Mexico City.
Sure. That's like any city.
Correct.
For the most part, except for it's more like that in Mexico City. I'd wander around and take my chance that somebody might stab or shoot me here. But that whole torture and beheading thing that goes on there on a pretty regular basis, out.
That's just in a one block area.
Maybe I don't want to stumble into that. I don't want to do that. It's pretty prevalent. Mexico, armpit. It's gross.
So
I
you
would-
travel to Syria right now? Or?
But Syria and Mexico, I got to get a new travel agent if those are my options. If that's the two things that he's saying. Your Labor Day weekend would be complete if you got Damascus and you got Mexico City on the list. What, Tucson? You don't even want to send me there? The third
have
worst-
to go to one of these
the
two.
third worst place on the planet?
Cairo.
I think I would go to Mexico City. Take my chance of being beheaded rather than
The travel time.
having missiles lobbed over my head with no real target.
Yeah, there's no cruise threat.
Yeah, well, there is, but it's just much different because it's not like sanctioned by anybody. It just happens to fly around. Oh, another missile, huh?
Maybe you
Somebody
might
gets
miss
shot
and
up
hit
from
you.
his house. Yeah,
You don't want that.
I don't want that. I'm just trying to shop,
Sorry.
take in the sights, you know. Damascus. I hear it's beautiful. Brady would tell you there's plenty of great places
The
outside of the missile
sunsets,
targets.
the
Yeah.
sunsets there are spectacular.
Come on, Damascus has plenty of nice places. I just don't see a rich Chinaman picking Mexico.
He obviously was doing well.
Money talks.
Yeah. Well, it's the drug trade. I mean, he was doing well because of the drugs. That's why.
I can only imagine his crib.
It had to be pretty awesome.
Jesse Ventura loves going to Mexico.
I know, and he's nuts. And like he's certifiable, so I rest my case. Every time I go to Mexico, I live in the water for 7 months at a time, not to be beheaded by any of the land dwellers that live there.
I think he said when he goes to Baja.
He goes to California. And then hides in a compound with a bunch of weapons. He's not dumb. There you go. That is your Brady Report. And welcome our Chinese overlords from Mexico, or I'm sure sneaking up right now. It's 98.